Hello, welcome to my channel. In today's video I am going to share with you the new Natasha Denona My Dream palette, and I also purchased the Natasha Denona My Dream lipstick, which is the shade Natasha. I created this eyeshadow look using the palette and the using the lipstick as well. So if you're interested in seeing that, please keep watching. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ange and I love to share all things beauty and lifestyle aimed at the more mature woman. I'd really appreciate it if you haven't already that you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button down below. You can click on the notification bell so that YouTube does let you know each time I upload a new video, and I do upload videos on a weekly basis. So if you are mature like me, I'm in my 50s and I enjoy playing with makeup, I'm sure you will find some content on this channel that you will enjoy. I am on a very low buy of makeup at the moment, and I did share with you recently the odd pieces that I may add to my makeup collection, and the Natasha Denona My Dream palette was one of them. Now I got online and ordered this immediately that it was released on Beautylish, and then had buyer's remorse and thought, oh my gosh, do I really need that, and cancelled the order. Then as I started seeing more reviews of this palette, I decided to reorder it again, and I have it in my hot little hands. So I'm a little bit late to the party of doing a review because of my toing and froing. In the end, I decided that I wanted to try this palette. I like the fact that it had quite a variety of shades in here. I love the fact that it seems to have a warm section on one side and more of your mauvies, pinky shades on the other side, and there's a mixture of warms and neutrals and even the odd cool shade in here, which I really like. I did purchase the Sunset palette a wee while ago and I got rid of it soon after because I found all the shades in the Sunset palette were just warm, orangey, coppery, and I couldn't get a variety of looks from that palette, so I moved it on. You've still got these warm coppery tones in this palette, but I love the fact that it's mixed with other shades. The lipstick Natasha is right up my alley. It is a beautiful neutral earring on cool earring. On me it's not terribly cool, it is a perfect nude for me, so I'm really happy with that. And I do like the Natasha Denona lipsticks. I love the moisturizing glossy look and feel to them, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, before we get into this eyeshadow tutorial, I will swatch these shades one by one rather than just swatching them and then popping them up on the screen. Let me know if you prefer to see me actually swatching them, or whether you are happy to just me swatch them on my arm and do it all at once on the clip. Your feedback would be very helpful. And I also want to say that this won't be the only look I do with this palette. I am wanting to do some more looks with this palette, but I just wanted to get one look up today to review this beauty for you. Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom going, oh my goodness, I didn't swatch that. This is Vision, and it looks like a cool gold in the pan, but it's actually very multi-chrome. That's gorgeous. Okay, then we have a matte edgy. Oh my gosh, that swatched absolutely beautifully. That is quite purple in the pan, but has come up more of a plummy cranberry purple. Spontaneous I've used today. Oh my goodness, these are swatching so beautifully. There is a gold. Nurture is a beautiful neutral matte, and I would have to say more on the neutral cool, my sort of colour. I don't know how people do all these swatch videos on camera. I end up in such a mess. Then we have Familiar, which is the shade I've used in my outer corner, and this is probably the deepest browny shade, and it's a very rich terracotta-y warm shade. Then we've got Instinct, and she looks like a matte and is definitely more of a cranberry shade. We have Thrill, that's a very creamy, this is a gold. Look at that. Very reflective gold. Actually that, yeah, that's gorgeous. Okay, Unity is a peachy matte and a good transition shade. Then we have Risk. This is an unusual shade. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm looking forward to using that. Sorry. Oh, since treatment, my bones are very, very sore and painful, so holding up my arm for any length of time is sore. Okay, another, oh, this looks like a sheer shimmer. Oh, this is a very coppery shimmer. That shade is Invention, very coppery orangey. Okay, the Blackest Black, it is quite a dark black. In fact, you see, I could add that to this eye look, but I won't. I won't. Aspiration, I didn't add this to the look because I thought it had a purple undertone, but no, it hasn't. That is a beautiful dark brown. I could have used that in the outer corner too. Okay, maybe I should have swatched before I did my eye look. I am going to have fun creating some looks with this palette. This is Serenity. Oh my gosh, I like that. I feel that would be a beautiful one and done shade. Okay, got two more to go and I'm running out of arm space, but that's okay. I'm not good at these swatches. Carpe Diem is another matte. I'm running out of, we'll try here. Another matte transition-y shade, still very warm, very similar to Unity, just a little bit deeper. And the last shade, Babies. Oh my gosh, this will be a beautiful one and done too. Excuse me where I'm putting these. This is why I swatch my arm and just take a swatch later. Okay, and that is Babies. That would be a beautiful one and done shade as well. So I definitely could have darkened up my outer corner using the dark brown Aspiration or even the black, but I've kept it more of the warm sunsetty shades today. But I will definitely revisit this palette. I'm going to really enjoy playing with those shades. I love the fact there's a mixture. It's not all coppery oranges, it's not all pinkies and purples. It's a really good mixture of shades. Very happy with that. I purchased my palette and lipstick from Beautylish, the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. I just love the packaging. It's so different, and the outer box is exactly the same design. Retails for $69 US. The lipstick, I mean, I'm tempted to buy another one because I know I'm going to use this lipstick a lot because of the shade. And I know that I would wear this lipstick shade daily. I'm going to be having a very big clean out of my lipsticks and just stick to the shades that I love and wear. I'm just wanting to get my collection down to just those things that I'm happy to wear and think are flattering. So this, I love the packaging. I think it's just gorgeous, and retails for $27 US. And for you Kiwi girls, it has arrived at Sephora New Zealand. The face palette is no longer available, but the eyeshadows and the lipstick are. Okay, so let's get into this eyeshadow look. Before we get started, I will pop lips on before I do my eyes. And I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Eyeliner lip pencil. And then the lipstick is my Dream lipstick, which is a repeat of the Natasha 11NB lipstick. I hadn't bought it previously, but I just love the packaging. And as I am a neutrals girl, I thought this would be right up my alley. And that is definitely a shade I like. I like it better than the other Natasha Denona lipsticks I've got. What have I got? I Need a Nude Yana. Just a little bit dark for me. That a little bit cool and dark, and I might give that to my sister. This is more perfect. And another one I have is 4NB Judith, which is a colour that I can use. I just think the Yana is a little bit deep and cool for me, but my sister will really enjoy that. Okay, so that's a really good start. Okay, the eyeshadow palette, absolutely gorgeous. Once again, it looks like the black has smudged all over my palette. My last Natasha Denona palette that I got was the Bieber that had a black in it, and the black got absolutely smashed to smithereens, but I have all my shades intact in this one. What I really like about this, and it's really hard to get with all the shades, okay, I feel like this half of the palette is warm and this palette is your mauvey colours. So this, for me, this is like retro, and this is like sunset, and they're married together. Now I am going to go for the more warmer shades today, only because I've been doing a lot of cool shade eyeshadow tutorials of late, so I'm going to go for more of the warmer shades. I did pass my Sunset palette on because it was just too warm for me. It was, I felt every look I created was the same and it was just warm coppery tones. I like the fact that there's more of a mix of colours in this palette, and you would be able to get a variety of looks. So as I've said in the past, if I don't think I'm going to use a palette as much as I'd like, I pass them on fairly soon after getting them, and I only like to keep palettes in my collection that I know I'm going to use. I'm going to go in with the shade Unity, which is a peachy shade. The shade Unity, I'm going in with a Morphe 504 brush. A little bit of kick up there, and I'm just going to take that into the upper portion of the eye. As I am not going to be buying lots of new eyeshadow palettes and makeup going forward for quite some time, I will do another couple of videos using this palette, utilising other shades. But for now, just to get this video up, is everyone's got their reviews on this palette up already, and I'm late to the game, and it's just because of ordering and shipping delays. I will start with one look. I'm going to take a Refa number 12 brush, and I'm going to go straight in with Familiar, which is a warm, I wouldn't say it's a very deep shade, and that's definitely got powdery kick up to it. So that's one. It looks more orange on the screen than it actually is. So let's just, we're just going to tap that in the outer corner. And slowly blend that up and in. Very sunsetty, warm tones, these shades on the side of the palette. And can you see my hair's all growing back? It's still patchy up the top, but it is growing. It's a really unusual colour. It's a very cool, it has got streaks of grey through it, but it's a really cool toned brown coming through, very ashy brown, which is so much nicer than the fluffy grey and fluffy white that started growing back the first time when I recut it again. But I haven't cut it again since, and it's growing really well. Drinking lots of bone broth, and it's doing really well. My eyelash serum's really working well. Okay, just wondering, it's a little bit showing up a little bit warmer and orangey than it is. Might just turn that ring light down. I've got natural light coming in here. I might just turn the ring light down just a little bit to see if I can get the colour right. Got a little bit better. We'll try that, shall we? Very pigmented. And I'm just literally patting and dabbing the shade in and blending it in patting motions rather than swiping motions. Okay, taking that same shade, I'm going to, in the same brush, just run that underneath the eye. I am going to run it all the way under. Going in with a Sonia G Worker Pro brush. I'm going to go in with Spontaneous. Gee, that's a loose pan in the palette. And I am just, wow, that's a lot more impactful than I expected. And I'm just going to put that in the inner half of the eye. I'm actually looking forward to playing with the more retro shades, meaning the retro palette shades. I think they look very similar, or in the same sort of tones. I don't know if I haven't swatched them to compare them. But enjoying this warm look at the moment. I'm going to go in with Serenity, which is more of a taupey shimmer. And I'm just going to bridge the gap between the matte and that creamy shade. I'm going to go in with our original blending brush. I'm going to go in with Unity again and just buff round the edges with the same Unity shade. And I also may go in with a E45 small blending brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to take the shade Nurture and see if I can get a little bit of a crease shading in the top here. Okay, then going back in with our blending brush and just softening it at the upper edge of that. Might just go in a little bit with Familiar again and just deepen up that outer edge. Blending it. Using that brush, I'm going to go in with Carpe Diem and just smudge that under the under eye all along. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for a very warm sunsetty eye look. Let's line the eyes with black liner. Or should I use a very dark brown? Maybe a very dark brown. A very dark brown. This is a Rimmel Extreme Lasting Waterproof eye pencil in But First Espresso. And I'm just going to take that in my waterline. And then smudge it in the lashes, in the lash line. And just doing the upper waterline really does make a difference. Okay, with my lashes recently, I've really been enjoying using a lash primer, and this is the Lancome Cils Booster XL. And it has really, I haven't been wearing false lashes as I'm trying to be kind to my natural lashes as I'm trying to get them to grow. So I've just been doing the best I can with them naturally. Okay, hopefully that's dry. Now going in with the Lancome Lash Idole mascara. And that, my loves, is the finished look. It's a very warm sunsetty eyeshadow look, but I am enjoying that. I quite like that. I think because it's got the added, I've put an added tone of more of a neutral shade in there. It hasn't gone too coppery, too sunsetty, which is what I didn't really like about the actual Sunset palette. This has got some neutral tones in there, and that's more up my alley. I enjoyed playing with those. The shimmers, again, very, very impactful and wonderful. I didn't wet my brush, I didn't use a primer, it's just how they went on my eyes, and that's what I love about Natasha Denona shadows. I'm actually really pleased I picked this palette up after first cancelling my order thinking I don't really need it, to actually being happy with a palette that I know I'm going to play with and not get bored with it, because it's got quite a variety in there, which is really good. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. I love the colour of the lipstick. Really, really do. I'm very happy with that, and you can see this being quite a go-to lipstick that I will reach for. Definitely my nude neutral lip shade. Very happy with that. So don't forget, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you back. I will do a couple more videos using different shades in this palette. They are the sorts of videos you're going to get from me going forward, is me reusing palettes that I have in my stash. I must admit, I have been rethinking, do I keep doing my YouTube channel, because I don't want to keep buying new makeup. I have to reprioritize my life, and I've had to have a real big rejig. Like I went nuts and stupid buying lots and lots of wigs, wasted a lot of money. I have sold most of them. I've still got some more to sell. I have kept two that I really enjoy wearing, and I only wear those when I go out. So I know I probably did that as I am shocking at purchasing things when I need a pick-me-up, and wigs was obviously where I was spending my money. But I'm having a real rethink about my life going forward and where I spend money, waste money. And as much as I love makeup, I do not want to get caught up in the new everything just because it's new. And I have a YouTube channel. I don't want having a YouTube channel being my vice for buying new makeup. I will buy the odd thing that comes out that I really love, because it does make my heart smile when I try something like this. But I don't want to be excessive. So I have been rethinking, do I keep my YouTube channel? But I think I will. I've got plenty to play with, and I'm sure I've got things in my makeup collection that you guys have too, that you would love to just see being reused and revisited in makeup tutorials. So that is that. Thank you so much for taking time out of your wonderful day to join me. I truly appreciate it. I do hope you have had a beautiful and wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. See you later, guys. Bye.